Hi everyone, James Baek here, and it's time for some more VGC 2015 battles from the Doubles Battles Battle Ladder. Today's team will be using Ludicolo, Mawile, Cresselia, Ursaring, Chandelure, and Hariyama, all part of the Pokemon I Dare You series on my channel. And if you guys haven't checked that out, you guys should really check it out. It's a monthly thing we do on my channel, where you guys, the viewers, pick one of my team ideas, and I build around that team. The winner was Ursaring for this month, so we're gonna go and see how we do. Okay, our first opponent today will be Razor from the United Kingdom, 1876 rating. Wow. We are going to see... this team looks very familiar. Hydreigon, Suicune, Terrakion, Venusaur, Bishop, and Gengar. So, this looks like an edited version of Aaron Zhang's Regionals team, / Apex team, / I don't know. But we got the two possible Mega Evolutions. It could be Mega Gengar, but I think it's Focus Sash, and we got the Mega Venusaur. Otherwise pretty standard. Trick Room will be a decent option if I can get it up. I think I still have Mental Orb on Cresselia instead of the Rocky Helmet I said I was going to put on last time. But you know what, it actually works out for us in this, because I can lead Cresselia, and now, do I want to lead Ludicolo? Because Ludicolo does do decent against this team. Because you got the Suicune and Terrakion, and Bulky Waters are going to be an annoying Pokemon to deal with. I don't even think I need... Well, then again, Hariyama does pretty well. You know what, I'll bring Hariyama. I don't think I'll need Ludicolo, actually, yeah. Hariyama, definitely bring Mawile, because Mawile can do really well under Trick Room. And we're going to bring the Scowl the Bear, which is the Ursaring, and Ursaring Facade. Helping Hand boost, it should knock out Venusaur. And even if it's not Helping Hand, it should still do a lot of damage to Mega Venusaur. So we'll see how this goes. Hopefully we can get a win. But Cresselia and Hariyama are going to lead standard Fake Out Trick Room shenanigans against Bishop and Venusaur. That's quite perfect for me. That's quite perfect for me. I feel like going for the Fake Out onto the Bishop right away. I can also just go for the Close Combat. Or I can Fake Out the Venusaur, predicting the Bishop to protect. But to be honest, I'd rather just play it safe than play it sorry. Gonna Fake Out the Bishop and just go for the Trick Room. We're gonna see Venusaur Mega Ball, so we'll see if this Bishop decides to stay in. I'm really not worried about Mega Venusaur. It doesn't do much, and I can hit it for a lot of damage later. So we are gonna get the Fake Out onto the Bishop, which is huge, absolutely huge, no flinches. The Leech Seed is gonna connect with the Hariyama slot. Interesting choice, as the Trick Room is gonna be set up. So that is perfect. That is absolutely perfect. The Leech Seed, of course, is going to be an annoying problem, but not that big a deal, to be honest. So right here, there are three plays my opponent can make with the Bishop. He can protect, he can switch out into like a Gengar, or maybe he can just go for the Sucker Punch into Cresselia. I feel like going for the Side Shock and Knockoff is my safe play onto the Bishop. I feel like, yeah, he's going to protect. Okay, good. As Psyshock, well, Knockoff's going to happen onto the Bishop. The Psyshock's going to connect with the Venusaur, and this will do a decent amount of damage to Psyshock. Yeah, it does a decent amount. The Giga Drain onto the Hariyama. He really wants Hariyama out of the way. I'm guessing he brought a lot of fighting weaknesses then. We're probably going to see a Terrakion or Hydreigon in the back. I'd probably say Hydreigon in the back. So, I'm going to heal back with my Citrus Berry. He sees I'm going for a Knockoff, but now I'm going to go for the Close Combat, switch it up. He might also try to Sucker Punch my Cresselia. So I'm going to withdraw Cresselia. Now the question is, do I go into Mawile or do I go into Scowl the Bear? I think Mawile is a safer play, and I'll just Close Combat the Bishop slot. Let's see. Cresselia is going to switch out, go into Mawile. Now let's see what my opponent goes for. He might predict me to go for the Knockoff again, which is why he might stay in with Bishop. He's going to get the Defiant Boost, which is fine by me, because he's probably not going to stay in or survive. He's going to go for the Sucker Punch into Cresselia. Did call that right. The Close Combat's going to connect with the Bishop. This will pick up the Knockout. Goodbye, Bishop. And that's a huge knockout of the way, because now Cresselia is able to come in and just attack the Venusaur like there's no tomorrow. Now let's see what the Venusaur goes for. Goes for Sludge Bomb into the Cresselia. Oh, the unintentional plays, but yeah, I Was expecting maybe a Leech Seed onto that slot or a Sludge Bomb, but it pays off. It pays off. Let's see what my opponent will bring out next. It's going to be the Suicune. All right. Now, Venusaur, I feel like I can deal with. I feel like I can deal with Venusaur pretty well, but I feel like Suicune is not a Pokemon I want to deal with. So I'm going to double target this Suicune. Venusaur can't really touch Mawile. It just can't touch Mawile, and that's why I'm going for the double attack into Suicune. Because Suicune's a bulky Pokemon, and once I get rid of it, it'll make my life so much easier, especially since they don't carry Protect. The close combat's going to connect with the Suicune, do a nice amount of damage. That should be where Play Rough can knock out the Suicune. Hopefully Play Rough connects. Yes, it does. Will this knock out Suicune? No, barely. It gets the Citrus Berry off. Now, if it gets a Scald Burn, that's going to make me really salty. The Giga Drain's going to come off onto the Hariyama, which will probably not pick up the knockout, even with the Leech Seed. And the Scald's going to connect onto the Mawile. Don't get the burn, don't get the burn, don't get the burn. Thank you, don't get the burn. Don't get the burn. Leech Seed actually knocks out Hariyama, which I'm surprised with, but I am okay with. Now I'm going to bring out Scowl the Bear. We're going to go for the Facade should knock out Suicune at this range. It's a Facade. It's a stab Facade. And we're going to go for the Iron Head into the Suicune. Yeah. I really think Facade will knock it out at this range. I mean, it's weaker than a close combat, but it's a max invested Ursaring. Scowl the Bear, Facade, knock out the Suicune. Come on, knock out the Suicune. I know it's not Guts boosted. Yes, it does. It does pick up the knockout, and that's what I wanted. Now, the Iron Head, I do have a chance to flinch this Venusaur. Can I get the flinch? Not necessary, but bonus. But Leech Seed is going to connect with the Ursaring. Interesting. Interesting position. As that Leech Seed going to heal the Venusaur quite a bit. I think Trick Room expires here. Yeah, Trick Room, yeah. Now, let's see who my opponent's last Pokemon is. I do get the Guts boost, thankfully. Now let's see, I'm gonna bet Hydreigon. Yep, I did call it. It was a Hydreigon in the back. Now, I feel like getting rid of this Hydreigon will allow me to win, so I'm gonna switch out Mawile into... Yeah, I think he has to target down the Mawile, because Mawile does a huge chunk to him. And I'll Facade the Hydreigon, because he's probably gonna go for the Earth Power into the Mawile, or maybe he has Fire Blast. Don't know what item this Hydreigon's carrying, which is the interesting part. I'd probably assume it's Choice Scarf or Choice Specs. Well, we'll see by the damage. He might just double target Ursaring. The Fire Blast is going to connect with Ursaring. Oh, he double targeted that slot. Good play. Good play by my opponent. Giga Drain will probably pick up the knockout, which it does, unfortunately. But I feel like this game is still not over. It's still not over by a long shot. As we can go into Mawile, and we can set up a Trick Room, because that Hydreigon, I think it's Scarf. By damage, I feel like it's Scarf. I'm going to Trick Room, I'm going to Protect. If he has Dark Pulse on that Hydreigon flinches, will be annoying, but it shouldn't be the biggest deal in the world. We're going to Protect. The Fire Blast is going to connect with the Mawile. We're going to see the Leech Seed onto the Cresselia. Fine by me, because once Hydreigon goes down, I can double target this Venusaur easily. However, there are going to be some issues. We got the Leech Seed from the Cresselia, which is definitely not good. He can stall us out with Leech Seed, and that's going to be an annoying problem. Gonna go for the Psyshock into the Venusaur and Play Rough the Hydreigon. Play Rough connects. Yes, it connects. Thank you. The Play Rough is gonna knock out the Hydreigon. So now it's just this Venusaur we have to worry about. However, Leech Seed is gonna be able to stall. If it misses a Leech Seed, that will be huge because it's losing a lot of recovery. Psyshock does a nice chunk of damage. Leech Seed is going to connect with Mawile, unfortunately, but I feel like as Psyshock plus Iron Head will finish up this game. I think Iron Head does about half and Psyshock's doing half, so I should be able to win this game. And, yeah, he's going to Protect here. There's no doubt in my mind he's going to Protect here, but it's fine, it's fine. As long as I knock out this Venusaur within, like, 3 turns, it should be fine. Psyshock and Iron... No, not the Play Rough! Alright, he Protects anyway. Good thing, too, because I went for the Play Rough. He might think I not... Wait, did I even reveal I had Iron Head? I don't think I revealed I had Iron Head. He's probably going to go for the Giga Drain into Cresselia, then. But if Iron Head and Psyshock do not knock out this Venusaur, we're going to have some problems. Because Giga Drain plus Leech Seed will not be fun to deal with. We're going to go for that Psyshock. We're going to go for that... Oh, wait, we did reveal Iron Head. Never mind. We did. The Iron Head's going to connect with the Venusaur. Should do about half. Yeah, Psyshock should be able to pick up the knockout. Hopefully, I think it will. No! Oh, you flinch! You flinch! Yes! I'll take it. Okay, that flinch was pretty big because he would have got damage off on my Cresselia. And that would not have been fun. I'm gonna Psyshock, I'm gonna Iron Head, he's gonna protect here. I mean, it's so obvious he's gonna protect here. Venusaur is gonna protect here. I mean, no point of not. Oh man, if I had Psychic on this Cresselia, this game would be over. Because Psychic does more than Psyshock to Venusaur. And unfortunately, I kept Psyshock on this Cresselia just because... well, just because it's... Oh wow, he might actually be able to win this. I feel like he's able to win this. Gonna Psyshock, gonna Iron Head. But I feel like if he Giga Drains the Mawile, it's game over. If he Giga Drains the Cresselia, now that's a bad mistake. He's gonna go for the Giga Drain into Mawile. We live at 2! Did not expect Mawile to live that. That is the game. Psyshock gonna connect with the Venusaur. This will put it in Iron Head range. We will. Oh my god. Mawile. Oh, Mawile. So good. You are doing work. Love that spread I have on you, even though it's not a Trick Room spread, and maybe I should have had a Brave Mawile, but you know what, who cares? Wow, what an intense first game. I thought we had that lost, but then Mawile lives to Giga Drain. Then again, Mega Venusaurs don't do much, but I don't know. I guess it depends on the special attack investment. I run a decent amount, so I guess I'm used to Giga Drain doing more damage than that to other Mawiles, but I am more specially defensive on this Mawile. Hope you got... Well, this isn't the end of the episode. We got one more battle left, and yeah, we'll be right back. Okay, our second opponent today will be Edu from Portugal, 1753 rating. We actually faced him earlier on this channel, and this is the second time I'm battling him today, to be honest. We are going to see a team of Mienshao Hydreigon, Gastrodon, Volcarona, Thundurus, and the Metagross. So obviously I'm not a big fan. I hate facing these kinds of teams, but you know what? That's how we play. Gonna lead Chandelure because Cresselia is vulnerable to a lot of these things and doesn't do damage. I almost want to lead Chandelure and Ludicolo. Call me crazy, but I kind of do want to lead that. You know what? I think I'm going to go for it. Hariyama does pretty well against my opponent's team. He's got the Stone Edge. Mawile wouldn't be bad either. This is going to be a hard decision. I like Mawile, Ursaring, and Hariyama. Now, what I definitely need is Stone Edge, so I probably should bring the Hariyama. I don't need the Fairy typing much, and Ursaring does about the same damage as Mawile. Of course, I do lose the Intimidate factor, but I feel like Mawile is not that useful in this game. So we'll go with that. Okay, so if I remember this team correctly, that Volcarona was a Rocky Helmet variant. Yeah, it was Rocky Helmet. And Mega Metagross, it had Ice Punch instead of Substitute, so that was the interesting part. Actually, now that I realize that, I didn't even have to bring stuff to hurt the... I could have brought Mawile, to be honest. Now, I forgot he doesn't carry Substitute, he carries Ice Punch. But we'll see how this goes. Metagross and Happy Maker, that's Hydreigon. Yep, that's Hydreigon. Against my Chandelure and Ludicolo, so this isn't terrible. This actually isn't terrible, because I can fake out the Hydreigon, go for the straight Trick Room right away. Why is the 10-second thing happening? Why isn't Command showing up? Commands! Did it disconnect? Disconnect? Okay, good. I'm gonna go for the Trick Room right away and fake out the Hydreigon. No point of not going for it. I mean, go for the safe play. This Metagross at least cannot go for Substitute, so it's gonna be taking a Heat Wave eventually. Now, my opponent could be smart switching to Gastrodon. That's a very viable switch for my opponent. Of course, I'm not really worried unless, because Metagross is most likely going to protect. He's going to withdraw Hydreigon. That's probably Gastrodon coming in. Volcarona. He's smart and knows I want to fake out the Volcarona. The Metagross is going to Mega Evolve, which is the interesting part. Let's see what it goes for. As it goes for the... Well, it's not protecting. That's a bad misplay. Don't get burned, Ludicolo. Don't get burned. I'm fine with Rocky Helmet and Life Orb. Don't get burned. I don't think it got burned. Okay, it didn't. Zen Headbutt's going to connect with the Ludicolo. Yeah, it's targeting down my Ludicolo. Luckily, I survive and the Trick Room setup. So right here, I feel like he's going to want to... I don't know. I feel like I can get a free substitute up with Chandelure. Now the question is, if he has Gastrodon in the back, I see him switching out for Metagross. So you know what? I'm going to Giga Drain the Metagross. He's going to withdraw. He's going to withdraw. Gastrodon. 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 Yes! Gastrodon! Yes! Oh, but the Volcarona did not protect. If that's a slow Volcarona, we might be in some problems. But no! Giga Drain! Rindo Berry, but it's a Life Orb! It's a Life Orb, Giga Drain. You're not surviving it. Oh, wow. You're taking that well. Was not expecting that little damage. Let's see what the Volcarona goes for. Bug Buzz, Heat Wave, Bug Buzz. Okay, onto the Ludicolo. That's fine. Oh wow, that. Oh, I thought it lived at 9 for a second. Let's bring out Hariyama, and let's go for the Shadow Ball onto the. I kind of just want to fake out Heat Wave. Volcarona can't touch me for life. Yeah, I'm going to fake out the Gastrodon on Heat Wave. And if he switches into Metagross, not a good play on my opponent's part. If he switches into Hydreigon, Hariyama can go for the close combat later. So, yeah, Volcarona's going to go for Protect. We're going to get some free damage off onto this Gastrodon. Hopefully fake out's going to connect. With the Gastrodon, Gastrodon flinches to Heat Wave. Volcarona protected. We got the Heat Wave off, which is really nice. Now, don't know if this Volcarona wants to stay in. I kind of want to close combat that slot, predicting Hydreigon, but my opponent knows I know how to predict. So I'm going to Stone Edge the Volcarona. If that's Hydreigon. Dang it! Dang it! Stone Edge is going to connect with the Hydreigon. Still a decent amount. The Earth Power is going to connect with the substitute from my Chandelure. That's going to not... Well, that's going to break the sub, obviously. How many turns of Trick Room do I have left? I think I have 1. Heat Wave does connect and knock out the Gastrodon. That's huge. Yeah, I think I have 1. I have 1. Gastrodon is going to go down. And yeah, I still have 1 turn of Trick Room. Thank goodness. We're probably going to see Volcarona come out. I'd assume Volcarona. If it's Metagross, we're still in this. No, it's going to be Volcarona. Now, I really don't want to lose Chandelure here. And I know he carries Protect. I feel like going for the substitute and close combating the Hydreigon. He Rage Powders. Okay, not that terrible, not that terrible, not that terrible. Close combat's gonna connect with the Volcarona. I think we lost this. Just for that 1 turn, I should have Stone Edged. I knew it was obvious, but he had Protect. I know he has Protect. The Rocky Helmet's gonna occur, the Chandelure's gonna step us up. If I had Rock Slide, this game would be probably easier. The Dark Pulse is gonna connect with the Chandelure spot. And Trick Room wears off. Oh, it's Life Orb Hydreigon. That makes things harder. But I'm going to switch out into Scowl the Bear. In close combat, the Hydreigon, because he's not going for Rage Powder twice. Yeah, there was no way you were going to Rage Powder twice. Metagross is going to come out, and we are going to go for the close combat onto this Hydreigon. Unfortunately, he's going to get the Dark Pulse off onto the Ursaring, which is not going to take it happy. But you know what, we got to make these plays. The Dark Pulse into the Ursaring, that does so much. But I feel like I can live, something, but close combat's gonna knock out the Hydreigon. Okay, that's good to know at least. We're gonna see Volcarona come out. Gonna get burned. I feel like we can live a Heat Wave from his Volcarona. Now the Metagross probably... Well, then again, after the Metagross goes for the Zen Headbutt, we're screwed. I'm gonna Earthquake. Or do I want Facade? I want an Earthquake. No, I want a Facade. Knock out this Volcarona. Stone Edge the Volcarona. He's gonna go for the Zen Headbutt, does not miss. Now Heat Wave should be a knockout. Unless it misses. If he misses, Heat Wave would be huge. But he's probably gonna go for Bug Buzz. Yep, he's gonna go for Bug Buzz. He realizes, no mistakes, I'm gonna go for that Bug Buzz. 100% accuracy. Oh, I keep thinking we live at 7. Oh well, unfortunately, that turn where I predicted the Gastrodon to come in did not pay off, unfortunately. I feel like I should have just went for a... Well, it depends. If Zen Headbutt misses, we still have a chance. I'm gonna Trick Room. If Zen Headbutt misses, we have a chance. We actually have a decent chance. Zen Headbutt... no, but it's gonna connect. Does this knock out Chandelure? It's a crit, so we won't know. But unfortunately, that will be a loss. Not bad. I mean, to be honest, I should have played that better. I knew the Metagross would switch into Gastrodon. However, I really was hoping he wouldn't go for the Rage Power since it was such an obvious play. But then again, I went for the Stone Edge that turn, so he probably thought it was obvious that Volcarona was going to protect. Volcarona wasn't a threat. I was really just trying to target down that Hydreigon, because once I did, I could just bring out Chandelure, and Chandelure kind of walled the rest of his team, so that's my logic of the plays. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this VGC episode. If you guys did, please be sure to leave a like down below. Show that like button some love, and you guys can check out the rest of my channels. We actually did an NU Wi-Fi battle today, which was like it's the first Wi-Fi battle we did on my channel, legit. And if you guys want to check that out, definitely check that out down below. You guys can follow me on my Twitter if you guys want to have battles with me. I'm asking out battles on Twitter now, so you guys should follow definitely. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this one. James Baek, James1, signing out. Later, guys.